So with Naoya anyway, basically finalizing this deal to fight TJ Doheny. This is not a fan favorite choice, I would say, just because you know the guy's been beat 4 times within the last 5 years, I would say, and it's just not something that basically fans are basically looking at as sort of a big time fight. A lot of people saying he's a cab driver. He's not really at that level. And I don't feel like he's the top competition right now. As far as a name, I mean, yeah, he's a name, but we don't know the guy that well. You know what I'm saying? So to say he's a name, that's not really that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like just saying that he's a name is something. He has to be, his resume isn't what most people are looking for right now. Just to be honest with you. I know the Akhmadaliev was something different, but with Akhmadaliev, he could have made the fight with Inoue if it possibly would have been a different situation. But they feel like he's not going to be a big enough name. I don't know about big enough names. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who sells in Japan and who doesn't. As far as I know, when you're at that level, you're supposed to be able to sell no matter who you are. You know, Floyd tried out some guys who wasn't on that level. But at the same time, this whole fight with TJ Doheny, it ain't something that fans are looking forward to, just to be honest with you. The Sam Goodman, like, he has these 2 fights lined up. I'm not a fan of lining fights up early. First of all, I think it's bad luck because sometimes guys lose when they do that or get dropped early, which has happened. But also, I'm not a fan of it because it takes away the quality of the fighter you're going against. Like, if you already have 3 fights lined up, obviously that means the guy you're going against, he's not in a 50-50 fight. And it sounds like you're not in one either. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of fights don't get made, like Hurd and Charlo. A lot of these fights never happen because they try to line up fights when these guys was still in 50-50 fights. Like, you're not going to be able to just try to stay undefeated, fighting the best competition you ever face week in and week out, and you think you're just going to have a chance where your record's going to be the same. It's not. Absolutely not. I think a lot of people are overlooking certain things that's going on, but with Inoue, I'm not really tripping too much because he's going to featherweight, but it's still not a good look overall when you think about just the competition. I'm not a big fan of the competition he's fighting. Not right now, because a lot of these guys are one-dimensional. You know, most of these fighters are one-dimensional, but it's more guys in these weight classes that have a better chance against him than the ones he's faced so far. Just to be honest with you. But overall, man, when you look at it, there's not too many guys who's doing much better than what Stephen Fulton has done. I think that's the best you're gonna get so far. The rest of these guys, they're getting destroyed. They're not really putting up much of a chance. Stephen Fulton, at least he was boxing and had Inoue thinking. These guys, man, they just going there, going through the motions, and everything just kind of happening. So I don't know. Hopefully they can kind of pull this out, but it's not looking too good so far. It's really not. It is not looking good so far. They got to pick it up fast. Because Inoue's finna go to featherweight soon, and the competition he's facing right now is not going to prepare him for featherweight. Unless he's going to be facing some featherweights that's not at that level. And we're going to find out what level these featherweights are at, too, when Inoue gets there. I don't want people to be jumping off the bandwagon now saying how bad these guys are. No, y'all been trying to hype them up, so we gonna let them see what level they are. But I don't think these guys at a high level as far from what I've seen. But the Doheny fight, man, I'm not a fan of that fight. He got to make something else happen. I'm not too much of a fan of that fight. I feel like he could have fought a way better fight than that. But that's what they want. That's what they're expecting. So it is what it is. That's all I got. Like and subscribe.